puddle shivering by the window sill. That sweet scent rising from the yard takes me back like a postcard. Bare footsteps on muddy ground, dogs out barking, running round. Mama's humming near the screen door light, while thunder rolls off in the night. After the rain in the backyard, everything smells like a brand new start. Green grass glistening soft and wide, with a breeze blowing hope through the countryside. Yeah, peace don't cost a single dime. It lives out back, come rain or shine. I used to swing from that old oak tree, with skinned up knees and summers free. Daddy'd sit with his old bald cap, sipping sweet tea, talking about this and that. After the rain in the backyard, everything smells like a brand new start. Green grass to green grass, glistening soft and white, with a breeze blowing hope through the countryside. Yeah, peace don't cost a single dime. It lives out back, come rain or shine. I've run far and I've chased the sound, but quiet like this don't come in town. It's in the hush that follows the storm. Memories breathe and hearts stay warm. Final after the rain in the backyard, life feels gentle, slow and hard, like time just sighs and lets you be in that small town kind of reverie. Yes, some things don't fade with time, like after the rain in that yard of mine. That old truck's parked by the cottonwood tree, rust on the hood, but she still rides free. Bench seat torn, smell of worn out leather. She carried my heart through all kinds of weather. Back when the nights were longer than days, radio singing those George Strait plays. Dust in the mirror, wind in my face, freedom and faith in that two-lane space. Old truck, dusty road, rolling real slow, kicking up memories on dusty road still drives me high. Mama's voice floating through the breeze. Sunday morning, biscuits and black-eyed peas. Daddy's old boots by the back porch rail. Smell of fresh rain and the county mail. Old truck, dusty road, rolling real slow, kicking up memories only I know. Foot on the gas, soul in the sky. That's where I go when I need to feel alive. I've chased neon lights, I've chased goodbye, but nothing feels right like a small town sky. She ain't just steel, she knows my load. That old truck, that dusty road. Old truck, dusty road, ain't nothing changed. Still turns back time, still feels the same. Tailgate dreams and a prayer I hold. I'm just a man writing stories untold. Yeah, that dusty road still leads me home. That dusty road still leads me home. Mary's Diner, Main and Fifth. Same chips, signs, same old myth. Coffee's hot by a fogged up pane. Same old rain, same old pain. Corner booth with a tear in the seat. Warmed by a ghost I still can't beat. She sat right there with her sweet iced tea, talking dreams and leaving me. Corner booth at Mary's Diner, smells like toast and small town miner. Steel guitar on the jukebox low, singing things I should know. Yeah, peace don't come on a highway sign. It lives right here at table 9. Napkin notes from '92, hearts carved deep where we once drew. Flo still serving, wearing pearls and pride. She calls me hun, like mama mine. Corner booth at Mary's Diner, smells like toast and small town miner. Steel guitar on the jukebox low, singing things I should know. Yeah, peace don't come on a highway sign. It lives right here at table 9. I've chased new towns, neon lights, but peace don't pour in fancy nights. It's in chip mugs and creaky floors, and names they still write on doors. final booth at Mary's Diner. Waffles cold, but the moment finer. Time runs slow where the locals go, where the past still plays on the radio. Yeah, I come here to feel alive at table 9, where ghosts survive. Mary wipes the counter clean, but leaves my memories where they've been. Found it deep in the old tool shed, behind his workbench, paint chipped red. A wooden drawer with a rusty track, full of memories, no taking back. Labels faded in a shaky hand, Hank Jr., summer '89. Merle and Mama's favorite line, each cassette held a piece of time. Daddy's tape drawer full of sound, from a world that don't spin like now. Country twang and static hits, songs about love and what we miss. Yeah, I press play and he's right there. Smell the sawdust in the air. I still see him with a wrench in hand, radio blaring in his beat-up van. Boot heel tapping to a fiddle tune, while the world rolled by each afternoon. Daddy's tape drawer full of sound, from a world that don't spin like now. Country twang and static hits, songs about love and what we miss. Yeah, I press play and he's right there. Smell of sawdust in the air. I don't need a photograph, just a click and an old tape's laugh. Those reel-to-reel emotions play like Daddy never went away. If I don't need a photograph, just a click and an old tape's laugh. Those reel-to-reel emotions play like Daddy never went away. Final needed drawer running low, brings back things I used to know. Harlan Conway, Loretta's voice, Daddy singing like he had a choice. Yeah, I press play and feel him near, in every song that drawer holds dear. So I keep it close but never far, that tape drawer and who we are. Sun's hanging low over rows of green, shadows stretching long like a front porch dream. Boots in the dirt, breeze in my hair, a quiet kind of moment hanging in the air. crickets humming like a distant tune, corn stalks rustling to the sound of June. A red bandana wiped the sweat from my brow, feeling small beneath the sky somehow. Evening in the cornfield, slow and wide, golden lights spilling like a southern tide. No place to be, no need to roam. Right here feels more like home. Yeah, right here feels more like home. Daddy's old truck parked by the gate, thermos of tea and a half-filled plate. Radio static, but I let it play. Old Merle Haggard helping in my day. Even in the cornfield, slow and wide, golden lights spilling like a southern tide. No place to be, no need to roam. Right here feels more like home. Yeah, right here feels more like home. I've seen bright lights, neon towns, but peace like this can't be found. It's in the silence, in the dust, in fields of green, and a God I trust. Final in the cornfield, heaven sent, wrapped in rose and the day's last scent. Simple things that heal the soul. This patch of earth makes me whole. Yeah, this old field still feels like home. Corn swaying soft in the twilight's gold, and me just standing, letting life unfold. Clock hit 5 and I hung up my vest, said goodbye to the boys, did my best. Boots hit gravel, sky turning gold. Same old town, same stories told. Pulled that John Deere out of the shed, gas still low, but I let it thread. Mower hums like a worn out hymn, and the smell of fresh cut grass rolls in. Friday evenings and the mower song takes the weight I've carried all week long. Sweat on my brow, cold beer in hand, slow kind of joy this life understands. Don't need to come too strong, just a backyard and a mower song. Neighbor waves from his picket gate, kids run wild and supper can wait. Sun dips low behind the pines, and this old heart starts feeling fine. Friday evenings and the mower song takes the weight I've carried all week long. Sweat on my brow, cold beer in hand, a slow kind of joy this life understands. Yeah, peace don't need to come too strong, simple truth have always belonged. No need to chase what won't stay long. I've got the grass, the sky, and this song. Let that engine hum till the fireflies glow. Friday's here, and I'm taking it slow. Found a box beneath the bed last June, tied with twine and smelling like old perfume. Inside were letters, faded and worn, from Daddy's hand back when I was born. Ink was smudged, but his voice rang clear. Son, be strong and face your fear. Words like anchors in a stormy tide, truth and grace he never tried to hide. Letters from my father, written in blue, folded with care, full of what's true. They ain't just paper, they're pieces of him, guiding my steps when the world goes dim. Yeah, his words still carry me home. Talk about mama and working long days, faith in the Lord and honest pay. Said don't chase gold, it fades too fast. Build a life that's meant to last. Letters from my father, written in blue, folded with care, full of what's true. They ain't just paper, they're pieces of him, guiding my steps when the world goes dim. Yeah, his words still carry me home. Now I read them on nights I feel lost. Each line reminds me of love's real cost. He may be gone, but through every page his voice still echoes, age to age. Finals from my father, soft and wise, tucked in a drawer, but never goodbyes. A map to manhood, drawn by hand, from a quiet soul who still helps me stand. Yeah, his words still carry me home. In every line I hear his tone, and I know I'm never supper time. Sky turned black like a busted pine. The lights went out with a pop and hum, but we didn't mind, not a single one. Mama lit a lamp with her steady hand, set it on the table near the old bread pan. Daddy said, guess the world can wait, and we all sat back in a slower state. Rain on the tin roof, soft and white, like a lullaby from the countryside. No TV glow, just voices slow, the stories only the quiet knows. Yeah, that kind of peace don't come too loud. It falls with rain and calms you down. Grandma rocked in her wobbly chair, hummed a hymn floating through the air. Brother grinned with a deck of cards, and the night felt rich in our little yard. Rain on the tin roof, soft and wide, like a lullaby from the countryside. No TV glow, just voices low, the stories only the quiet knows. Yeah, that kind of peace don't come too loud. It falls with rain and calms you down. Now the house is wired and screens shine bright. Sometimes I miss that powerless night, where love was heard, not just seen. Time was slow and hearts were clean. Final rain roof falling still, in the corners of my mind it will. I trade 1,000 neon lights for one more thunder-wrapped good night. Yeah, that kind of peace don't live in town. It falls with rain and settles down. So when the thunder starts to roll, I close my eyes and let it console.
Around 5 o'clock on a Saturday, them chapel bells start to sway, echo down them gravel roads where the breeze still smells like fallen hope. Daddy'd shave and Mama'd hum, dressing slow for Sunday come. Me and Jake tossing rocks at the gate till that bell told us don't be late. Saturday bells from the chapel hill rang so soft, but they're ringing still through winds of time and lives we've known. They call me back when I feel alone. Yeah, those bells still carry me home. I left that town in '94, big dreams knocking on my Ford, but city lights don't sound the same. They don't echo with Grandpa's name. Saturday bells from the chapel hill rang so soft, but they're ringing still through winds of time and lives we've known. They call me back when I feel alone. Yeah, those bells still carry me home. I left that town in '94, big dreams knocking on my Ford. City lights don't sound the same. They don't echo with Grandpa's name. Saturday bells from the chapel hill rang so soft, but they're ringing still through winds of time and lives we've known. They call me back when I feel alone. Yeah, those bells still carry me home. I ain't much for preaching words, but I find God in that old church, and stained glass blues and oaken pews, and that small bell that cuts right through. Final Saturday bells from the chapel hill, ringing calm and ringing still. Even now when the world feels cold, they warm my soul like stories told. Yeah, when I'm lost I hear them clear. Those Saturday bells still draw me near. And when my days grow tired and thin, I hope those bells will take me in.
creeping in through the window shade, rooster crowing like it's getting paid, coffee brewing on the old stove top, mama humming hymns, never gonna stop. Screen door creaks as I step outside, barefoot feeling that southern pride. Biscuits baking, jam sitting near, that smell of home, it draws me here. Sunday morning on mama's porch, sweet tea sipping and time goes short. Stories flow like the radio tunes under that sky soft as a June. Yeah, this old porch still sings like home, where peace and coffee gently roam. Daddy's Bible laying by his chair, pages worn thin but the faith's still there. Wind chimes dancing to a lazy breeze, sunlight spilling through the pecan trees. Sunday morning on mama's porch, sweet tea sipping and time goes short. Stories flow like the radio tunes under that sky soft as a June. Yeah, this old porch still sings like home, where peace and coffee gently roam. Out there the world spins way too fast, but here time learns how to last. No big plans, no highway roars, just me and Grace on these old floorboards. Fine day morning on mama's porch, love in the air and nothing forced. Laughter echoes through the screen like every small town southern dream. Yeah, this old porch still holds my name, and nothing out there feels the same. Mama calls, breakfast done, that gentle sound, and I thank the Lord for this piece of ground.
Coffee stain in a chipped old mug, boots on the porch, wrapped in a flannel snug. Mist on the lake like a whispered prayer, sun creeping up without a care. That old cane pole leans on the tree, caught my first catfish at the age of 3. Dad stood there with pride in his eyes. Now it's just me watching time go by. Sunrise by the backyard lake, the world slows down and hearts don't break. Reflections dance on the rippled glass, pulling me gently through the past. Yeah, peace don't come in neon signs, it lives in quiet
up near Mama's chair. Even the wind feels like a prayer. Sunrise by the backyard lake, where the world slows down and hearts don't break. Reflections dance on rippled glass, pulling me gently through the past. Yeah, peace don't come in neon signs. It lives in quiet morning time. I've chased the noise, I've chased the gold, but the stillest things are the ones that hold. A simple cup, a memory deep, a promise kept, and silence sweet. Final sunrise by the backyard lake heals the hurt I didn't know I'd take. The sky turns fire, and the fog rolls thin, and I feel whole just breathing in. Yeah, I ain't rich, but I've got mine. At sunrise, one sip at a time. So I'll sit right here, just me and the light, watching the lake turn day from night. That old front porch rocker's still creaking slow, where the breeze comes in and the sunset's glow. Wood-worn smooth from years gone by, it holds more truth than most folks try. Daddy would sit there and whittle a while, Moma'd hum hymns with her Sunday smile. I'd lay on a step with a book in hand, watching the world do nothing grand. That old front porch rocker still swings with time, keeps the rhythm of a slower kind. No rush, no race, just hearts at ease, with the whisper of the Georgia breeze. Yeah, life made sense from that wooden seat, where time and soul would softly meet. Friday nights with a glass of tea, crickets sing in harmony. Neighbors pass with a tip of the hat, and nothing feels more home than that. That old front porch rocker still swings with time, keeps the rhythm of a slower kind. No rush, no race, just hearts at ease, with the whisper of the Georgia breeze. Yeah, life made sense from that wooden seat, where time and soul would softly meet. I've sat in chairs with polish and gold, but it done felt right, it just felt cold. That rocker knows my highs and lows, and all the places my heart still goes. That old front porch rocker creaks like a hymn, tells of where I've been and who I've been. If heaven's got one waiting for me, let it face west with an open breeze. Yeah, let it face west with an open breeze. And when my days run out of track, rock me slow and don't look back.
from Nashville still, wires hanging loose, but it played just fine. Every tune was a thread in this heart of mine. It sang me through summer, through heartbreak and rain, through late July heat and small town pain. George and Tammy Whalen's drawl taught me love lost and how to stand tall. That rusty old radio, humming soft and slow, spinning tales of places I'd never go. Back when life moved nice and slow. Yeah, I found my truth in that radio. I found my truth in that old radio. Friday nights on the porch out back, fireflies dancing, sky pitch black. That radio glow was all we knew, playing dreams beneath the southern moon. That rusty old radio, humming soft and slow, spinning tales of places I'd never go. Back when life moved nice and slow. Yeah, I found my truth in that radio. I found my truth in that old radio. Now I drive with silence most days gone by, but every now and then I still hear why. A lonesome tune on a crackling wave brings me back to the boy I gave. That rusty old radio, singing in the night, made the world feel simple and the wrongs feel right. It's long gone now, but Lord, I know a piece of me lives in that radio. Yeah, a piece of me lives in that radio. Static fades, but the memory stays of that rusty old radio in my younger days. I was cleaning out the room last June, dust on the shelves and afternoon. Behind the door where light don't fall, hung that flannel just like before it all. Red and blue checks, button half gone, smelled like cedar and cologne long gone. He'd wear it Sundays or working late, sometimes both, depending on fate. That shirt behind the bedroom door still sways like he just wore it before. Wrinkled soft with a pocket tear, but it's full of time and the life he shared. Yeah, that old shirt don't fit me quite, but it wraps around my heart just right.
that shirt he left hanging here. That shirt behind the bedroom door, a memory hanging off a wooden floor. Faded, frail, but holding on, like the parts of him that ain't gone. Yeah, that old shirt don't fit me quite, but it holds my soul through sleepless nights. And I leave it there, just like before, that shirt behind the bedroom door.
There's a hill behind the old red barn, past the fence, past the rows of corn, where I laid down a friend one July day, under oak leaves where he used to play. Rusty was his name, tail never still, ran beside my bike up every hill. He knew my secrets, never told a soul, stayed by my side when the nights got cold. The hill where I buried my dog still smells like rain and morning fog. Across our car from hickory wood stands where we both once stood. Yeah, first goodbyes are the hardest kind, and I left a piece of me behind. Mama held my hand, said it's okay. Sometimes love just can't stay. We said a prayer, then I turned away, but I still walk there some Saturdays. The hill where I buried my dog still smells like rain and morning fall. Across our car from hickory wood stands where we both once stood. Yeah. First goodbyes are the hardest kind, and I left a piece of me behind. You taught me lost before I knew the word, more than any school book ever heard. And when life gets rough, I close my eyes, I'm back with him, neath the southern sky. The hill where I buried my dog, a sacred patch of Carolina sod. Years have gone, but I still recall that wagging tail and a tennis ball. Yeah, some love don't fade with time, it just lives on in a boy's mind. So if you wonder where my heart still talks, it's up that hill with an old pine box. from the chimney high. Snow laying soft 'neath the evening sky. Boots by the door, jackets hanging down, lantern glowing like an oil lamp. Mama's stew in a cast iron pot, cornbread warm and coffee hot. Grandpa humming low in his chair, while Grace fills up the kitchen air. Winter supper at the farmhouse table, hearts held close and hands feel stable. Old wood creaks and laughter flows in the light of love where family grows. Yeah, the cold can't touch here tonight. The story's soft and candles bright. Daddy's coat still smells like pine, fresh from stacking wood out by the line. Sis brings pie in her flannel red, and Grandma's smile says all that's unsaid. Winter supper at the farmhouse table, hearts held close and hands feel stable. Old wood creaks and laughter flows in the light of love where family grows. Yeah, the cold can't touch us here tonight. The story's soft and candles bright. I've eaten fine in city halls with linen cloth and chandelier walls, but I've never felt more rich, more known than passing biscuits around back home. Final whipper at the farmhouse table, a circle strong, unshakable able. Time slows down where the firelight glows, and the heart finds what it already knows. Yeah, this meal feeds more than bones, it feeds the soul, where love has grown. And when I pray before I roam, I see that table and I'm home. I found it in a Sunday drawer, wrapped in a hanky from 44s. Silver faded chain worn thin, but I could hear his voice again. He'd wind it up with steady hands after milking cows and working land. Said time don't stop, and neither should you, but always make room for what's true. Granddad's silver pocket watch ticks like a prayer that never stops. Carry
to me of faith, of love, and legacy. He'd sit on that porch round supper bell, telling tales that he told so well. Back in '39, he'd start to grin. That watch would shine in the setting wind. Granddad's silver pocket watch ticks like a prayer that never stops. Carried in his denim vest, right near his heart beneath the rest. Yet every tick still speaks to me of faith, of love, and legacy. Now I keep it tucked in a leather case, right beside his Bible and shaving blade. And when I feel lost in a world too fast, I listen close to the echoes past. It folded in the closet, back room. Smell of pine and a hint of his cologne. Red and black plaid, buttons missing too. Worn out sleeves, but the stories shine through. He wore it every fall, down by the creek, throwing stones, smoking sneaks. Fixed up his Ford with greasy hands, taught me how to fight and how to stand. My brother's old flannel shirt still fits like pride, hangs on my back like he's walking beside. Every thread holds a piece of his soul, of wild young dreams and hearts of gold. Yeah, he's gone, but this shirt still knows. Left for war when I turned 16. Rode from Texas in faded ink. Said, take care, Mom, and keep your head high. I wore that shirt the day we said goodbye. My brother's old flannel shirt still fits like pride, hangs on my back like he's walking beside. Every thread holds a piece of his soul, of wild young dreams and hearts of gold. Yeah, he's gone, but this shirt still knows. It ain't just cotton, it's memory sewn, a patchwork of moments I've always known.
cracked on a summer night. Ceiling fan humming soft and light. And there it comes through the cotton pines, that low train moan down the county line. Used to lay there in my old twin bed, dreaming big with a restless head. That whistle cried like a long goodbye to boys like me with hometown eyes. That midnight train sound rolling slow cuts through the dark like a song I know. Steel on steel, heart on fire, running on rails and old desires. Yeah, every night it comes around, that midnight train sound. Mama'd say, that's just a train, son. But I knew it meant more than some. It carried folks to a brand new start and left old towns with heavy hearts. That midnight train sound rolling slow cuts through the dark like a song I know. Steel on steel, heart on fire, running on rails and old desires. Yeah, every night it comes around, that midnight train sound. I left one night at 22, chased a dream I thought was true. But now I'm back, just lying still, and that whistle climbs over Chapel Hill. That midnight train sounds sweet and low, brings back faces I used to know. A lonesome friend in the southern night, calling boys with a fire for flight. Yeah, some dreams don't settle down like that midnight train sound. And I still hear it through the screen, that midnight train and everything. There's a picture in my wallet, edges curled and torn, tucked behind receipts from places long since worn. Her smile still soft and black and white, frozen in a summer night's light. She gave it to me before I left for the rigs. Said don't forget where your roots still dig. That leather creased like my hands these days, but that photo never fades. That picture in my wallet, quiet as a prayer, been with me through wind and worn out stairs. She ain't here, but she's never gone. She rides with me from dusk
my boots and fire in the sky. Didn't know then what I now believe. Some things you hold and never leave. That picture in my wallet, quiet as a prayer, been with me through wind and worn out stairs. She ain't here, but she's never gone. She rides with me from dusk till dawn. Yeah, that picture still carries me on. It's wrinkled like the roads I've known, but it feels like home when I'm alone. 1,000 miles, 1,000 towns, that photo keeps me safe and sound. Final bullet in my wallet, soft and still. More than a memory, more than a will. It's her voice when the nights feel wrong. It's the reason I keep moving on. Yeah, that picture still carries me on. So I won't replace it or let it go. She's right there in that photo.